The initial first phase has been set to test the new Fab Four of the LA Clippers against the New York Knicks tomorrow, November 6, 2023, at the Madison Square Garden. For months, speculation has swirled in NBA circles and on social media of how James Harden would fit into the Clippers lineup. Would the polarizing point guard start seamlessly alongside Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? The scouts, who spend their night studying the competition, were both cutting and complimentary in their assessment of the move and what it might mean. They were granted anonymity to allow them the freedom to be candid. Would he step back and let Russell Westbrook handle the ball, facilitate, score, or take a seat if necessary? A system player or a system? The playoffs are a big question. If the goal is a championship, then I don't know. It seems like it adds more of what they have: scoring and ball handling. What do they do with Norman Powell and Russ now, as it may takes away all of their small ball options, which is how they want to play? It will certainly lead to a lot of regular season wins, but the playoffs are a big question. Some sources thought that Harden's short term seems okay for the moment, but for a long term? Well, it depends on what will be the outcome of their campaign this 2023 season. Harden's Clippers era starts Monday when he makes his debut against the New York Knicks, giving the team and Clippers faithful an opportunity to see if Harden keeps his word about being a team player. He is expected to start, along with Ivica Zubac, Westbrook, Leonard, and George. Coach Ty Lue told reporters in New York on Sunday that when the two-point guards are on the floor together, Westbrook will be the point guard and Harden will be off the ball. Could this be a big boost for the Clippers offensively? I think so. His passing abilities, including his infectious lob pass, his floaters, a good director for a pick and roll, flashy, and a bombshell off the ball. The Clippers rosters after Harden's addition is definitely a dynamo going on the floor. Critics said that they don't see how Harden will blend with the Clippers system. Same assessment given to Westbrook when he joined the Clippers a season ago. But this will definitely not just test or challenge Ty Lue on his adjustment armaments. Think about this. Harden led the league in assists last season and helped Sixers star Joel Embiid win the MVP. So why would anyone think he's not willing to play that role? As Harden now suits up for the Clippers, the question of sacrifice that was so pivotal with the Sixers last season is front and center yet again. Only Harden knows how he truly feels, but he has made it clear that the lack of appreciation for his sacrifice in Philly was the driving force behind his choice to ask out. It's fair to wonder then whether that might influence the way he handles these delicate Clippers duties. Harden certainly made it sound as if he is hoping to return to his old ways. His relationship with Coach Ty Lue will be crucial. As he said, "I think the game, and I'm a creator on the court." Harden told reporters on Thursday while discussing his frustrations during his Sixers tenure with former coach Doc Rivers. "So if I've got a voice to where I can say, 'Hey coach, I see this. What do you think about this?' then it's like, all right, that someone that trusts me, that believes in me, that understands me. I'm not a system player. I am a system, you know what I mean? Somebody that can have that dialogue with me and understand, and move forward, and figure out and make adjustments on the fly throughout games. That's all I really care about. It's not about me scoring the basketball, scoring 30, 40 points. I've done that already." On load management, the Clippers are widely regarded as the load management industry leaders, and Leonard, who has battled serious injuries since the later stages of his San Antonio days and was still regaining his health throughout most of his one season in Toronto, is held up as the prime example for the controversial cause. Since coming to the Clippers in the summer of 2019, he has appeared in an average of 55.3 games in the 3 seasons in which he suited up, and missed the entire 2021-22 campaign because of a torn ACL. George has only averaged 47.3 games played in his 4 seasons with the Clippers. From a Clippers standpoint, maybe they're in a throw everything out there mode because they have been unsuccessful the last couple of years. It's what happens when all of them are together that doesn't make any sense to me. That's the issue. But if Kawhi is playing 30 games and Paul's playing 50 games because of injuries, and James is playing 70 games and Russ is playing 80, then you are filling in those gaps. So you get through the regular season with mixing and matching of starters role players, because nobody's healthy. Now, everybody's gonna be healthy for the playoffs. And then it's going to turn into, well, what the hell do we do now? We have no identity. We've been just piecemealing this season together, because you guys aren't playing here. You're not playing here. But now, it's the playoffs. Everybody wants to play, and everybody wants a bigger role, because it's the playoffs. I don't know. Sometimes people try to load up the talent instead of building a roster that complements the pieces. They've got to figure that out. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have been injury prone, and so has Harden. But if they can get through some periods where you've got two of those three guys and still pile up wins, then that's gonna help them. You get to the playoffs, and you've got those three guys in Zubac and Tucker and Powell, and you've still got Westbrook. You've got 7-8 guys. I think this helps try and get them over that hump and gives them the most talent and the best chance to win. To those who lost their faith with this ball club, what are you telling James to be? The Clippers are letting Russ be Russ. The Lakers wanted to control him. But the Clippers are just like, be Russ. So now if you're telling him to be Russ, what are you telling James to be? You can't have both of them on the floor at the same time. Like, you can't. Because the other two guys who are your most important pieces aren't getting shots. So that's where we'll see how good Ty Lue is, right? He's gonna have to figure this thing out. If Harden sees what his role gonna be, I mean, this is where he wanted to go. He's played with good players before, but he got what he wanted, and he's gonna be with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And this is his chance to probably shut some of that up and go out and just play.